Hello everyone, Jason Leia back here again, and today we're going to be reacting to an Avengers Doomsday teaser. I thought we already did this, but we got like a couple more. Now, I have been gone on a trip to Colombia for the past week and a half, so that's why a lot of my uploads have been pretty late, so apologies for that. I'm just right now trying to catch up with what I missed out, and we're first going to look at this Thor teaser, which everyone knew that Thor was going to be coming since the cast announcement. But let's check out what this version of Thor is going to be like this time around.
Father, all my life I have answered every call.
As I said before, the cinematography in these teasers look good. Like the color correction, the tone is beautiful.
It's given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my
words. Okay. So it looks like we get short-haired Thor back. In a more serious version as well. I love that. Alright, 11 months, 17 days, 14 hours, 59 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Less at this point in time in the video. But I gotta say, this honestly gives me a bit of hope for this new version of Thor. Or at least a return to a version of Thor that we have not seen since Thor in Infinity War, I believe. Or maybe like before Ragnarok at some point. Like, I know lately we've been getting Thor as a bit of a sillier character. That is due to the influence of Taika Waititi and his great first outing in Thor Ragnarok, which is still my favorite Thor film personally. But with Love and Thunder, it showed that we can have too much of a good thing, and that film just straight up did not work. You can see my review on one of my channels. I believe it was like this one. I don't think it was my new movie review channel, but I do remember saying that I was thoroughly disappointed with Thor, Love and Thunder, and I thought it was the worst Thor film. Just the way the humor worked and how it was integrated into the story just did not work for me. So it looks like we're going back to more the gravitas of what we were introduced to Thor with in his first two Thor outings and in the Avengers films for the most part, which he can be silly in the Avengers movies, but he is still one of the more serious characters that takes everything a lot more seriously and has a bit of a grand character arc. He got sillier by Endgame, which I thought worked in Endgame, but they really did win too far at Love and Thunder. I think this trailer is a good response and a good course correction back to formula. And I hope that they stick the landing with this Thor character here. From what I heard, this is probably going to be Chris Hemsworth's last outing as the character. So hopefully it'll be a really good finale for his character and what he goes through here. Like, the direction seems to be that he's going to be fighting for the life of his daughter, and that is going to drive him from what I'm getting from this teaser. And just overall, his prayer to the gods above, just all around, just gave me a lot of those Thor 1 and 2 vibes, which I really did enjoy. Overall, this was a good teaser. It's not as desperate as the last one because Captain America's coming back and we found out now, even though it's like a pretty badly kept secret. But we knew Thor was coming back. That was a guarantee. It's just how are they going to bring him back? How is he going to be portrayed? And this gives me a lot of hope and a lot of promise that they're going to do this character justice once again. I really hope they stick the landing with this character. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.